Many are wary about taking the leap from big screen TVs to projectors. That makes sense, but there are lots of misconceptions about projectors. The main one we've heard time and time again is that they're difficult, both to set up and to maintain. Although that couldn't be further from the truth, the best projectors are a truly great way to get a massive and conveniently portable picture into your home. In this video, we've taken a quick look at the best home theater projectors available today. Links to all products mentioned in the video are available in the description. If you have any other products you'd like us to review, please tell us in the comments below or visit 9to5projectors.com. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Number 3. Optoma UHD60. Resolution Schmesolution. After reviewing a handful of 4K capable projectors, I can once again tell you not to expect much improvement from all those extra pixels, even when you're talking about a huge 120-inch screen. On the other hand, the Optoma UHD60, one of the first 4K projectors that's actually affordable, is an excellent performer. It showed superb contrast with great pop, edging out the Epson HC4000, the latter a 1080p projector, for overall picture quality. Between the Optoma and the Epson, it's very close and depends on what and how you watch. The brighter Optoma is better at filling larger screens and in situations with more ambient light, but also has more contrast and pop in a dark room, as well as the advantage of a slightly sharper image with 4K sources. Meanwhile, the Epson has better features including a power lens, somewhat more accurate color, and a better image with HDR TV shows and movies. The UHD60 is brighter than the Epson and BenQ I compared it to in this review, with a 3000 lumen spec. That allows it to better fill larger screens and compete against ambient light. Optoma also sells the less expensive 4K resolution UHD50, which uses the smaller 0.47-inch chip and has 2400 lumens. Number 2. Epson HC4000. While the HC4000 can accept 4K and HDR sources, the native resolution, the highest it can actually display on screen, is 2K, aka 1080p. That sets it apart from the similarly priced 4K projectors from Optoma and BenQ. Yes, Epson markets a 4K enhancement function said to improve image quality of non-4K sources, but it doesn't provide a noticeable boost to my eye. One minor strength over the DLP-based BenQ and Optoma is lack of the rainbow effect, an artifact where brief flashes of color can appear. It happens rarely in my experience unless you induce it by moving your eyes around, but some viewers are more susceptible than others. As a 3-chip LCD-based projector, the Epson doesn't have rainbows. Although it has the same lumen specification as the BenQ projectors, the Epson can get brighter. It's not as bright as the 3000 lumen Optoma UHD60, but in our tests it comes pretty close, especially if you compare accurate picture modes. My favorite feature on the Epson, and something rare at this price range, is the power lens. The ability to zoom, focus, and perform both horizontal and vertical lens shift using keys on the remote, as opposed to manual dials on the projector itself, makes setup a breeze compared to the other projectors. I also appreciated the Epson's long zoom, and the fact that you can save 2 different lens memories for different positions. Number 1. Sony VPLVW350ES. No good deed is no good movie, but it delivers the sharpest picture quality experience I've ever seen from a Hollywood film in CNET's test lab. When I compared the 4K version to the Blu-ray using Sony's new VPLVW350ES 4K projector and a couple of high-end 1080p projectors, I finally saw the big, clearly visible difference 4K TV makers have advertised for years. Nonetheless, the JVC is an arguably better performer with 1080p material thanks to its superior contrast, and it costs significantly less than the Sony. And the majority of actual 4K content showed little to no improvement compared with good old Blu-ray. The VPLVW350ES proves one thing. However, with the right material and a big enough screen seen from close enough, 4K resolution is actually worthwhile. The VPLVW350ES's pleasingly symmetrical, no-nonsense exterior is mostly rectangular in shape, but for distinctive rounded edges along the top and a slight bow to the front and rear. The predominant finish is a textured matte charcoal gray tinged to blend into a dark home theater ceiling, complemented by glossy black around the lens. Much like JVC's DILA, Sony's SXRD technology is a brand name for LCOS, Liquid Crystal on Silicon 3-chip projection tech. So far, SXRD is the only mainstream projection technology to bring true 4K resolution to the market. The closest the others have come is with JVC's eShift and Epson's 4K enhancement technology on select models, and in my testing, neither offers much improvement over standard 1080p. That's all for this video, everyone. Big thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a comment and subscribing. See you next time.